Hey everyone, how's it going?
Hi.
Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Second time on the Crabcast.
I know.
Third time in our hearts.
Fifth time in mine.
Lizzy in her own heart of hearts.
Yeah.
Anyway, welcome to the Crabcast, everyone.
What was that?
A lot of self-love coming from Lizzy.
A lot of self-love. Lizzy got blown up the other night. We're just going to start with that. How she got blown up.
Let me tell the story because no one else can tell it as good as I can.
Not even the person who was blown up.
So I was with Holly consoling her when she was crying in her room before my birthday party.
This sounds like a bad Sweet 16.
And all of a sudden I heard a loud noise which sounded like someone dropped a moving box. So I was like, oh, let me go see what happened. And I come out and our friend Hillary Grimes is like, and I'm like, what's going on? And she's like, and the fireplace is like roaring. It's like roaring. There's ash everywhere.
It's blown open. It's blown open.
Stop it. You can't tell this story.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Holly has this problem where she fucking fucks up the punchlines.
And
I'm sorry.
And I'm just like, I mean, it actually happened to me and I'm just sitting here.
Just sit there and you can add color commentary after I'm done telling the story.
Well, then it's not color comp.
So, Lizzy thought she would be helpful by lighting the fire pit, but she lit the fireplace instead, and the fireplace hasn't been lit
in like forever.
Never. So the key got lit like all the way. They lit it, and a ball of flame, fireball.
I prefer the term curtain.
A curtain of flames busted open all of the doors on the fire pit. Because this fireplace is like one of those 1970s like fireplaces where it's like on three sides.
It's like glass.
Inside this like, you know,
chimney.
Like brick chimney, like super swinger style.
Well, this went to a weird place.
No, it was like a chimney from the 70s. Isn't it a swinger chimney, Holly?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, with like...
That whole room it has a wet bar.
I could just see
What room has a wet bar in it? Room?
Well, I can just see like future real estate listings now that are just like swinger fire pit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a swinger fireplace with
swinger. I got this from Hillary, up and coming DJ looking for a party palace.
Yeah.
It's on fire.
It's on fire. So, all of the doors to the fireplace burst open. A fireball, or as Lizzy calls it, a curtain of fire, comes towards her and engulfs her in flames momentarily.
I prefer the phrase washed over me. Like I was baptized in fire.
And that's when I arrived to the scene. What I thought was ashes all over the table was actually pieces of Lizzy's hair.
This is actually the side where I'm missing most of my hair. You'll notice it's a little bit shorter.
But Lizzy, explain the only reason why you survived.
Oh, so it was a nostalgia-themed party, and I dressed up as a contestant on the Legends of the Hidden Temple, which is that classic Nickelodeon show you might remember. I was actually more of a Guts kid, but I wasn't jockey enough, so I figured Legends of the Hidden Temple would probably be more appropriate. So I had, the knee pads, the elbow pads, and a helmet, and, my big stupid glasses, which I'm convinced saved most of my eyebrows. And I think the helmet saved the majority of my hair. So, but that doesn't mean that Holly's floor wasn't covered in little bits of my incinerated hair.
By the time I got there, Lizzy was nowhere to be seen.
No.
Hillary Grimes was leaning over the stove going...
She was like messed up for the rest of the evening.
I think she just drank a bunch.
No, she like started pouring way more alcohol into the cider.
Yeah, because she was the only person who witnessed Lizzie get engulfed in flames.
Yeah.
It was probably way, way scarier to watch than to actually have it happen to you. Because you knew how you felt. She just watched and she was like, I think she's going to die.
I just imagine that Lizzie just like, she just started.
What's wrong with you? Lizzie was seriously injured.
Experience.
She thought she was going to get a 3rd-degree burn. I had to give her chapstick that I won when at Geek Girl Con when I was spinning the Girl Scout wheel, and I was like, here, Lizzie, here, have some chapstick.
I just imagine that Lizzie...
Stop.
I just imagine that...
Like, what?
Use your words and stop slamming on the table.
I'm sorry. It's so funny.
Okay, to any commenters who are going to be like, you guys need to stop hitting the table because it's affecting the audio quality.
I'm sorry. I just imagine that Lizzie's brain all of a sudden goes to
That Lizzie's brain goes...
I just stopped hitting the table. No, Lizzie's just like, oh.
I really want to know what the punchline is.
It's not going to be that funny.
No, please. Choke it out.
I can't stop laughing. I don't know what we're talking about anymore.
Oh my god. I just imagine that you were like, lab accident. And you just like...
That's not that funny.
No, like,
that's not funny at all. Why are you crying?
From like Lizzie's perspective, I just imagine her like like this like a heads up version of like lab accident. Or, like it's like you just dive under the table and you're like you have like lab PTSD where you're just like CERN like diving under a table or something.
It's not that funny, Holly.
Well, it was really funny.
I think it's humorous.
It was really funny.
It's humorous, but she's sobbing now.
No, actually,
I'm sorry.
Really,
That's why Lizzie wasn't afraid. She was just like, ah.
No, well, like actually,
No,
like
ah.
you know, I saw like this blue and orange curtain of flames coming toward my face, and Hillary swears the flames came right at my face, like they were going for my face. But my first thought was, oh, of course.
That's what I mean. Like, it was just like it just registered to be like, oh no.
Yep.
And like, you didn't even, and like Hillary's like, ah, and you're like, just like tumbling like towards the table.
Hillary's like, oh my god, and I'm just like patting out my like my hair that's on fire.
You're like,
way more
you're
upset.
like, what team were you?
The Red Jaguar.
The Red Jaguar.
So
Red Jaguars
scene.
survived.
you thought the temple run was scary. Holly's swinger pad.
Oh my god.
What would Olmec say?
Oh god, it was too funny. I'm sorry. I'm glad you're okay. I'm glad you're okay, Lizzie.
It's too funny. I did try to. I blamed the whole thing on Ross because he left and he was supposed to help with the fire pit, and then he left and he was like, oh no, I'm gonna get matches, and then he left, and so they had to like do it by themselves, and then I came back and I was like, Ross. And Lizzie wasn't around when Ross came
I was
back.
taking a breather outside.
And I was like, Ross, Lizzie set herself on fire because she lit the fireplace instead of the fire pit. And he was like, oh no, is she okay? And I was like, no thanks to you, Ross. And he was like, oh, I feel so poorly. And I was like, God damn it, Ross. And he was like, I was like, it's not funny. It's not a meme today.
It's not a meme, but it will be tomorrow. No.
That's
for what
Ross.
That's Ross. Yeah.
For what it's worth.
Oh, I don't blame you, Ross. So.
That's good.
I don't blame you either. Holly blames you because you were the reason she was crying and I was consoling her instead of helping out with safety.
Everyone has their troubles sometimes.
The best part was I found out later that what I thought was the sound of a large moving box being dropped was actually the entire house shaking.
Oh, yeah. And the fire alarm went off as guests were arriving to the party.
Yeah, so
I was like,
so
the party's already on fire.
People walking up to the party, the first few people to arrive just saw the house go for a second. And they were like, well, I guess it's a good thing we're dressed as superheroes. This is going to be an interesting evening.
It's true. But you had fun, though.
It was a great party. It was my very first and probably very last big birthday bash.
Is that my fault?
No, I just get very overwhelmed with crowds. The best part was that everyone knew who I was, so I didn't have to go and make awkward small talk with people because they had to do it to me.
It's true.
They'd be like, oh, except for the one time when people that I didn't know came and didn't know who I was, and they came up and they were like, how do you know the birthday girl? And I was like, I don't know. It's like, I just came with a friend.
People kept coming up to me and they're like, so how many parties are you hitting up tonight? I'm like, this one. And they're like, yeah, so like, do you know anybody here? I was like, yeah, I know both the owner of the home and the person whose birthday it is.
For many years.
For many, many years.
But I think that's a sign that my party was a huge success. A limo came, a giant limo, and like a caravan of about 35 people came.
This sounds like my super sweet 27th.
Jessica's my super sweet 27th, 16 birthday bash.
It was the best, and I think after 27, you don't need to do things that big anymore, unless it's a gala.
What about your 30th birthday? You have to have a big party for that.
God, that's so cliche. I don't need to have a big
It's just because humans are
30th
attracted to
birthday
even
party.
numbers.
I'm not. 2 + 7 is 9.
Yeah, and?
9's a great number. 9.
It's all right.
30 times 3 is 9.
Yeah. I know multiplication, Jess.
Yeah, but then look. 27. You just put this third digit down. Digits of 3s and 9s
I still have to
amazing.
count on my hands.
9 is amazing. It's my favorite number.
What's your favorite number, Holly?
3.
3, really? Well, yeah, that's not surprising.
Why is it not surprising?
Well, she likes those, like...
Swinger symbols? I'm not joking. They're a swinger symbol. The Triskelay.
The Triskelay is
like
a swinger symbol?
Wait,
is this like hobo code?
It's no.
It's like a Triskelay is like etched into the front of like Holly's house.
It's like BDS. It's like BDSM or something.
A Triskelay is just a symbol that does like a continuous like 3 knot. It has nothing to do with
exactly
BDSM.
A continuous 3 knot.
It's originated from illuminated manuscripts in Irish mythology. So
I don't know what you want me to tell you, but it's also what people wear around their neck when they want you to know that that's what they're into.
Well,
you are just talking out of your ass.
I'm not. Do you want me to look it up?
Symbol.
No.
It's not the Triskelay. It's not the traditional illuminated manuscript Triskelay. It's like a hard version of that.
A hard version.
Yes, it's like a hard version of that.
It's a hard version of a swinger symbol.
It's not. It's a hard version of that.
It's basically the same thing to the untrained eye.
Tell us in the comments whether or not you...
And if you like that stuff, tell us how fun it is.
Look.
It kind of looks like a 3, like yin-yang.
Yeah, it does look like yeah.
There's one of those. There's one of those, and there's a million of the other ones. It's that one. That's the BDSM symbol. That one. There was one. There was one with thorns on it. And bat wings.
Yeah, but look at that one.
That doesn't look like what
Triskelay.
No, it
It's
doesn't
not
look like
a
what I
Triskelay.
think of.
A Triskelay you like go and buy in gift shops
Here's
in
a
Ireland.
Triskelay. They're just
That's
knots.
like an Irish knot. Like there's a Celtic
That's
knot.
like a Celtic cross.
There's a million Triskelays in this
Yes,
picture.
because it's
like Celtic knot.
Celtic.
Ryukuma says your logic isn't sound. I want to talk to
all
you
right,
about...
Jessica. Yeah, it's a BDSM. I have a BDSM tattoo on my back. I like beating Ross.
Excuse me, why are you being so judgmental?
I don't actually like beating Ross, but if you're into beating your partner
Don't slut
with
shame.
consent, then that's totally up to you. You're welcome to do it and have a good time as long as it's consenting. Make sure that you have a safe word, guys. If you had a safe word, what would it be?
Newspaper boy.
What about you, Lizzie?
What if you were doing like sexy like paperboy role playing?
Yeah.
Like
I wouldn't.
that old video game.
I wouldn't.
Oh.
Lizzie, what's your safe word?
You need boundaries.
I was gonna say I can't think of things I wouldn't
You're
shout.
gonna say IKEA.
IKEA.
Guys, my safe word's IKEA.
Yeah, IKEA. We'll go with
IKEA.
That's great.
Oh god, I really want to go get some of those meatballs at IKEA.
Well, why do you have to now role play your safe word?
I don't know.
You just like you're like going at it and you're like IKEA, IKEA, IKEA. You don't need to be like.
I thought you had to work it into a sentence.
No. I'm pretty sure that when you say a safe word, it means that like
It's like
it's
stop.
not
Oh,
safe.
okay.
Like bad
Okay.
times.
Then why don't
Stop.
you just say stop? Oh,
Because-
I get it.
Sometimes you don't actually want to stop. Like,
Right.
Next time on the Crabcast, sex education.
for Holly only. Clearly, Ross is very vanilla.
Oh,
What's
God.
Ross's safe word?
Ross's safe word would be like, it'd be like
Bananas.
mac and cheese.
No,
No.
he loves mac and cheese. It'd be like
It'd be like
fruits and veg.
vegetables.
Vitamin D.
Vitamin D. Oh, God.
Well done.
I got this new app that I used last night called Sleep Cycle, and you put it right at your pillow, and by the movements, like how you move around in like at night, it calibrates how well you sleep.
So wait, you put it in bed with you, like on the mattress?
Mm-hmm. Like next to your pillow.
I tried to do that and it didn't wake me up.
It didn't wake you up.
No.
It's supposed to do that like circadian rhythm
Yeah,
sort
it
of
didn't.
thing.
That doesn't work for me. I just like knock it off my bed and it just doesn't care.
Coffee sets my.
It woke me up several times. Like it's supposed to, the whole point is that it's an alarm clock, but it also tracks like how well you're sleeping. And then
Well, how can it tell?
because you're moving around at night.
Maybe you just have really good dreams and you're really into them.
No, but look, it knew that I woke up and that I got up and got some juice here. But then the troubling thing is that I think I'm in deep sleep far more often than I should be. Like I don't think I should be in deep sleep that much.
Well,
Like do you? Like that looks like a lot of deep sleep.
isn't deep? I mean, deep sleep is good. That's like REM sleep, right?
No,
Yeah.
you're not supposed to be in deep sleep that much.
I don't.
You're the cycle resets here. It says on here how it works. As you sleep, you go through different states that range from deep sleep to light sleep. The state you are in when your alarm clock goes off decides how tired you feel. A fixed alarm is a lottery. If you are lucky, it wakes you up in a light sleep. If you are unlucky, you are in a deep sleep and barely conscious. We all know that feeling. Sleep cycle always tries to wake you in your lightest sleep state. It's the naturalist way to wake up when you're feeling rested and relaxed.
Are you like a shill for them? Like what is?
No, it was just really nice. I'll play the okay, wait, hang on. So sleeps
But wait, there's more.
Oh wait, there's more.
okay, no, so you have three sleep stages. The light sleep and then deep sleep. And then after 45 minutes through the first stages of light sleep, then you go into your deep sleep. After 90 minutes of deep sleep, you enter REM sleep. That's where your brain activity changes and you start dreaming. But then after you enter REM sleep, you're supposed to enter it every 90 minutes. And each time
This is putting you into REM sleep.
no, each time it lasts longer, and it's supposed to repeat 4 to 5 times per night. Mine doesn't do that at all. Mine's like, you went to sleep, you're in deep sleep, you woke up, deep sleep, it's the morning.
It just means that
You're really tired.
you're really tired,
Overworked.
or your
All the
body
time.
wants to die.
I think that's what it means.
It's trying to escape.
But you tell yourself when, like, you give them a period, like, I need to wake up by this time in the morning, like, at the latest. And so I gave them a 30-minute window to wake me up. You can give them, like, longer or shorter. But then it decides, like, maybe it'll be, like, I said 7:50 to 8:20. And maybe it'll be, like, 7:50 58. And it's like, oh, based on the way she's moving, it sounds like she's in light sleep now. We're going to try to wake her up. And then it will play this lovely sound.
Yeah, that song doesn't wake me up at all. It just sounds like I'm at, like, some spa.
I played this song.
Is this like a PSA for like a vaginalitis or something?
Vaginalitis? What is that? Like a flesh
It
virus?
sounds like I can't.
Vaginalitis, the
sounds
flesh
like a commercial.
virus.
Or like a pill, like if you need to choose new birth control, you should choose vaginalitis.
Ew. The best part is that they
Please don't write copy ever.
Yeah, you need to go.
If your vagina is having problems, you should choose vaginalitis, the new birth control.
But I'm not sure if vaginalitis is right for me.
Well, vaginitis is.
I'm sold.
Well, vaginalitis is. Oh God. Oh, so then there's a sleep aid with a soothing sound that will help you fall asleep. But I just want to say none of these sounds were soothing. Listen.
Is that applause?
It's really loud.
Is it applause? That's how you fall asleep to
Holly's like, that's how Holly falls asleep. She's like, I feel great now.
applause.
It's ocean waves.
No, it sounds like you're being drowned. What is that?
Was it the scarabs from the Mummy?
I was thinking rattlesnake pit.
This is rain. That's sizzling rain.
Yeah, it sounds like bacon.
This is heavy rain.
God.
How can this make you fall asleep, though? Here's white noise.
Oh, okay. That's like the poltergeist sound. Like, what else is on there? Clock?
Here's the clock noise.
Clock.
Oh, yeah. We're coming to kill you. Your time's almost up.
No, see, this is like the kind of shit that keeps me awake.
This was the best one. Cabin hum. Sounds
Like one like a starship?
No, it sounds like the inside of a mortuary freezer.
I wouldn't know.
Is it supposed to be a starship?
I think it is.
Doesn't sound like any starship I've heard.
No,
And I've heard a lot of starships.
Fighting birds.
So Jessica, I have to ask, would you say you are overall satisfied with this app? Because it sounds to me like you have a lot of problems with it.
No, it says that I spent 9 hours in bed.
Listening to fighting birds.
You can put your sleep notes when you wake up. It asks you.
Wait, you have to do homework?
You can say, like, when you go to sleep, you tell it, like, I'm going to sleep now. And
like in words?
No, you're not like, Siri, I'm going to sleep. No,
I don't know how this
you
works.
You just open the app and you're like, I'm ready to go to sleep.
Oh, okay,
now.
it's a button.
I don't know how it works. I don't know what do I do tonight? I don't know. Oh, you press start. And then
Wow,
it knows
the UI is stellar.
Then it knows you're in bed. And then when you wake up, it gives you like a sad face, a neutral face, and a happy face.
This is too much work in the morning.
It's notes.
It's
so
just
that
going to be like unhappy face because I've
happy face.
I just started it last night, and no, I'll probably never get a happy face because I never feel great when I sleep. I've never felt well.
Oh. I'm glad that you're trying to improve your
vaginitis.
Would you like some vaginitis?
Side effects include restful sleep.
Restful sleep. Feeling a lot better about yourself.
What if I don't know it's right for me? It just is.
It just is.
Trust us.
Vaginitis. At a pet store near you.
Side effects may include complacency, listening to others.
Listen to others. Oh, God.
Yeah. So then there's that.
So go try the app and see if you feel better when you sleep.
Yeah. Or you can just be like me and turn it on the like red alert alarm on your phone and get up being hateful about the world.
I have that alarm as well, which actually went off this morning in the middle of like my 30-minute period where it was trying to like
easy when it was like
Well, I think that explains why your data is
incorrect.
Yeah, that doesn't That's not so great.
No, it is not that great.
Well, I recalibrated the system, so now it should be correct.
See, like, an alarm shouldn't be this complicated.
Well, I like things. I like analytics.
Fair enough.
It knows what I do when I sleep, like Santa.
That's never something I like from an app.
That's what they should call this app, the Santa app.
That is nice.
It sees you when you're sleeping.
We watched last night, like Ross was watching that movie about the interns where they go to Google. Who are those like guys that are in that movie that like those like annoying actor guys?
That could really be anybody.
Those like the one guy with the blonde shaggy hair who looks like a surfer.
Broke his nose.
Yeah, that guy.
Oh, Owen Wilson?
Yeah. And it was them
And
being
the big
interns at Google. Whoa! And it was like,
Wait, that's a movie? Interns?
yes,
called
that's
Intern.
that's what it's about. And it was like the most.
It's all
like-
filmed at it's supposed to be at the Google campus.
It is in San Francisco. Like there's
No.
parts. That's where they show it is in San Francisco. But it's not.
So I don't understand what the premise of this movie is.
It was Owen
Is this
Wilson
like a
and other
docudrama?
guy.
Like,
No,
what
like
is this?
like being like interns at Google, and like everyone at Google's like, whoa, nerdy, making nerdy jokes, and this one girl's
Nerdy
like, I'm a
but flirty.
cosplayer. I dress as sexy naked Princess Leia.
She
Ugh.
said that?
Yes, she was like, with the chain around her neck, and like that's what she was talking of like, and I was like.
Why were you watching this?
I was playing Pokemon next to Ross, like before I was
Why
going
was
to bed.
Ross watching this?
He was just like, let's watch it because it's bad. And I'm like, it is
Did you
bad.
have to pay money to watch it?
No, it was just on the like instant video thing.
That's
but like
good.
I was like, oh my god, yes, it is bad. It's very bad. And it was
Was this like direct to DVD?
No, it
No.
was a movie.
It was a feature film.
I hate the jokes were so awful. It was like, whoa, nerdy, getting hot chick, and I just
Vince
like,
Vaughn.
I'm just like, aren't we past that stuff? Like, aren't we past like, whoa, guys at Google are totally nerdy?
Programmers.
No, of course not.
No, and their like jokes were just like, again, like the girl's like, oh, cosplay, and they're like, we're gonna make some like, whoa, nerd jokes, haha. I'm like, I can't help you. It's just embarrassing.
That sounds terrible.
It was.
Those are hours of your life that you're never gonna
Well,
get back.
I was waiting for my Inkay owl to evolve into its next evolution at level 30 because you have to turn the DS upside down and it turns into this squid owl that I named Cthowl. And he loves me. I pet him all the time.
Except the one time when you stabbed him in the eyeball.
I did, and he was like, ah!
Wait, you can stab things in the
You can
eyeball?
pet them, and you can pet your Pokemon
Well, like
now
a
and feed them.
Tamagotchi
Yeah, and like
style?
feed them, yeah. And you can like poke them and then burn your hand or like freeze your hand because they're like for fiery or breezy. It's called Pokemon Ami.
I see.
Yeah. But I like the Cthulhu Owl thing, so that's why I was like staying up to make my Cthulhu Owl evolve, even though I had to get up at like 7:30.
It's true. It's true. So when this podcast airs, I'm going to be in Edmonton, Canada, with my... I don't remember why I'm going there.
Is it for work?
Yes. Yes. Oh, I'm going for manager training.
What are you becoming a manager of?
I've been a manager for a year and
But
a
you
half.
said manager training, so I was assuming like upgrade.
No. BioWare just cares about your career development.
Oh. Well, that's considerate.
I hope that I'm not going to learn a bunch of things and be like, oh, I've been doing it wrong for
Not-
a long time. But I've been teaching Holly everything I learn so that she can manage her freelance business that she has with her art.
Spreading the knowledge and the love.
Yep, that's what I do. It's a form of management.
Spreading love is a form of management.
Yeah, that's what gets you arrested.
All right then.
Have you ever noticed that grandmas, when they sign like cards that they send to you, they'll send the card and it will have like certain things in the card like underlined or circled.
Well, both my parents do that too.
No, I've never seen that
Your
before.
parents do that as well.
Yeah.
My mother does not.
I'm not really big into greeting cards.
Oh, I like cards.
I don't remember the last time I gave.
Like, cute cards, like letterpress cards are nice. Like
Yeah, no, of course. Like
that's what I mean, well designed.
They
cards.
look nice, but then it's like usually the nice looking ones are blank inside, and then I have to write something, and it usually winds up me, saying something like, "Okay, here's a card. Happy insert whatever festivity here."
Cards are really detrimental to my mental health because I always come across the problem where I get a nice card and I'm like, "Oh wow, this is a thoughtful card." And it's a very cute card as well.
And you can't throw it away.
And I keep it, and then I'm like, well, how long before I can get rid of it?
Never.
Never. You have to keep it forever.
Well, you don't, but like then you're like, do I have to? How long do I throw this away now? Like, what do I do with this? Like, it's now trash. This memento is now trash. What would Nisi say in Clean House?
She would say throw them away.
She would say throw them away, but then you feel guilty for throwing them away.
Take pictures of them.
And then what someone
She would say take pictures of them.
Oh, that's actually a good idea.
So take a picture of it, and then you have a folder of the pictures. That's how I deal with like hoarders and stuff. Is like they take pictures of their stuff, and then they keep like an album of the picture of the stuff.
Yeah, until your computer crashes and you lose that.
Well, that's why you back it up to the cloud, and you have 2 external hard drives that you have redundant backups for.
I watch hoarders a lot, guys.
I'm terrified of losing data.
I'm terrified of periodontal disease.
Me too. Do you have dreams about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I did have a dream once where I was grinding my teeth and I cracked a tooth.
Wait, this was a dream?
No, that's what really happened. I cracked a tooth because I was dreaming about it.
See, that's my worst fear. Why are you hitting me under the table?
I was picking my nail polish and
Near my leg?
I lost control of my hand. Like this.
Tell me.
Get away from me.
Tell me how you really feel, Holly.
Did you seriously?
Yeah,
She's like, maybe she wouldn't notice. I was just picking my nail polish. I was like, oh no, my nail polish. Like, and it was like,
You're just like picking your nail polish and you're just like, oops.
yeah, it just fell off, like tumbled off my leg and like 5 levels.
It's all right. IKEA.
How drunk are you?
I'm not.
She's high on life.
No, I'm totally sober. It's just I'm really tired, so everything's really funny.
Anyway, yeah, no, I actually did trip my tooth during one of those, like, you're crushing your teeth dream.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, so it could happen to you guys. It can happen to anyone. It could happen to anyone.
It's true.
See your dentist twice yearly.
Yeah, this time I waited an extra month because I was so worried that she was going to tell me I had periodontal disease. And she was like, that's a very strange reason to delay your doctor's appointment. I was like, I just didn't want to get periodontal disease. And she was like, good news is you don't have periodontal disease. And I was like, what's the bad news? And she was like, the bad news is that you're really stupid for delaying your dentist appointment. Well, our battery died because we're responsible 20-somethings.
But there's going to be some exclusive podcast content that will be going up when we upload the podcast.
Oh, you can. I said the C word when we were...
We'll just bleep it out. It's fine.
Okay, I didn't realize we were going to...
Yes, we'll bleep it out.
Share that.
It's fine.
I'll just splice out maybe the quality parts.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
it'll be a best. It'll
just
be a
use the
best
highlights.
of.
It'll be a best of.
Best of.
While we were waiting for the camera to charge.
That's what we'll do.
It was pretty good. It was pretty
We'll
good.
just post it as like a separate.
But
sound
yeah,
file.
so
If you were a member of the Addams family, who would you be? I always wanted to be Cousinette.
Why?
I don't know. I wanted long hair, and he had all the hair. I wanted to know what was underneath it all.
I wouldn't want to be any of them.
Pick one, you must.
I want to be the monster. Oh no, that's the Munsters. The monster under the stairs where the grandpa like feeds it. That's the Munsters.
Okay, pick the Addams family. That's
Okay.
what we're talking about.
Maybe that was the Addams Family. Obviously,
Doesn't everybody
the
want to
little
be Wednesday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone doesn't want to be Wednesday.
I want to be Wednesday.
Why?
Because she's cool.
Did you guys even watch the Addams family?
Yes, of course.
Yeah. Like,
You just confused it with the Munsters, so.
Well, I watched both of them.
I
Thank
certainly
you.
can't. I certainly can't trust your validity on this anymore.
yeah, I never really got into it.
So now, which theme song is that?
The Munsters.
Good. There actually was like a not terrible remake of the monsters.
Really?
It was called Mockingbird Lane or something like that.
Hmm.
With Portia, whatever, as the mom. Portia, whatever, Ellen's wife.
Oh.
DeRossi.
Right, yes,
Right.
yes.
And Eddie Izzard was Grandpa.
Really?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That does sound pretty interesting.
It was only one episode. It's on Hulu. Go watch it.
It's only one episode?
Yeah.
Wow.
They made it into only one episode because it didn't go to pilot, but it was actually pretty.
That's
I
awesome.
liked it. I thought it was good. It was cute and clever. Just watch it.
Yeah.
Let's take a moment for you to scoot in your chair so you don't look like you're sitting farther away from the rest of us.
She's distancing herself because she's not sure if she can control herself around me.
Anyway, but you have to watch it on Hulu on your computer because for some reason it's not available on
Weird.
if you watch on.
Oh, this is classic. I got like my Gatorade out.
Put that away.
God, we're not like
Oh god, just turning the camera goes off and just shit hits the fan.
we're not like recovering from a hard night out.
Let's
Though I
clap.
do
Why
have
don't we
to
just
say-
like clap and like?
No, it's fine. Stop it. This is going in. We're real, guys. So
We're real.
We're real.
Guys. We're real girls.
uh,
Throwing some shade.
this will people. If you saw us at Kamikaze, please post in the comments. Because this is after Kamikaze, and you should talk about that.
This is after Kamikaze, but we're filming this before we've gone to Kamikaze. So who knows what happened? Probably Lizzie will like write a recap in the bottom and be like, oops, they fucked up.
It's possible.
Yeah, quite possibly. What's wrong, Jessica?
I'm cousin it.
That's... No, you're not.
Yeah, look at me. I did it. Oh, I just wanted to separate in the middle. It would have been like naked cousin it. Like just like flasher cousin it.
What is with you tonight? First it's like swingers,
My mom didn't.
then it's like
my mom-
BDSM and safe words.
My mom didn't let me watch The Addams Family because she didn't like The Hand.
Oh my god, the thing.
Yeah, Thing. She didn't like Thing. I loved Thing.
Yeah, Thing was
adorable.
awesome.
Thing used to wear little clothes sometimes.
I know.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I never saw those
Yeah,
episodes.
Thing was like a little personality. And he would
It was
just walk
great.
around.
No, I remember Thing. I just don't.
Nick at Night, the best, the
It was
best
great.
darn TV hits.
Yeah.
I loved I Dream of Jeannie.
Oh, I watched that too. Bewitched was also great.
I love Bewitched, but my mom also wouldn't let me watch that because it was about witchcraft.
I always tried to do her nose thing. I can't do it.
I loved how they replaced her husband midway through,
Yeah.
and no one tried to explain it. They were just like, "Yeah, she's got a different husband, but it's
Well,
the same person."
Yeah. I mean, you couldn't really just be like, oh, what was that? Daryl?
Daryl, yeah. Why didn't they just say he died
Yeah.
or something and get her a new
Because
husband?
it was like,
Because
what,
it's like the 50s.
They're not going to be like, he died. He died.
They did that stuff. Like she could have been a widow and then like gotten a new
Oh my
husband.
God.
That
No.
wouldn't have happened.
It would have happened. There were other shows where that stuff happened.
But not
What?
one that
What
was about
show?
witches.
So the fact that it was about witches made
Well,
Yeah,
obviously,
more
it's like a
conservative.
world of magic, so couldn't she just resurrect her dead husband with, like...
I don't know if there was I don't know if there were like, I don't remember if there was a canonical explanation for it. Speaking of witches, Holly and I went and got our tarot cards read.
We did. It was really fun.
It was fun. It was like therapy.
Yeah, it's like therapy with cards.
It's like therapy with cards because all they can tell you is vague, random.
Things that apply to pretty
Things.
much everybody.
Yeah, but then
Yeah, but it's good advice.
You make meaning out of like randomness and you apply it to yourself. I think it's better than therapy because
Yeah.
therapists are just gonna be like, "How does that make
Yeah.
you feel?"
Yeah,
and
they'll
they're
be
just
like-
"Well, fuck off."
They'll just be like, please tell me about it. Whereas this person's like, I think you should do this because that's a good idea. Like, taking care of yourself.
See,
I'm
look,
like,
you
that
have
is
a
good
bite
advice.
too.
What?
Look, you have a bite.
Yeah, I think it was
You have
mosquitoes.
the same one. Don't pick at it, Lizzie.
Don't pick at it. It's
but it's the
mosquito
same
bites.
bite. Like that's the one Graham has as well.
There were like mosquitoes outside during the party. So yeah, everyone's mosquito bitten.
God, we're
That
pretty-
really could be from the burn. No, I guess not.
It's not. That's a bite.
No.
I never get mosquito bites. I don't know why. They don't want
Because
me.
you
'Cause
have
I'm
no blood.
poisonous.
That's a peculiar place for me to get one.
She has one in her hand too.
Yeah, right here.
Oh God, what is this? Is it a Goosebumps book?
What is it? Vagina whatever.
Vagititis or whatever.
Vagis.
Vagidentata.
Maybe this has all just been a really elaborate episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark?
That show was terrible.
There's some.
I tried to rewatch it.
The one
It's so funny.
The one that I didn't.
The pinball one, I hated
Oh,
that one.
God, that
one was terrifying.
Yeah.
What? No, the one that scared me was the one where the girl was trapped in the mirror. The dead girl was trapped in the mirror.
Really? That was the one that scared you?
Mm-hmm.
I love the
she
one with
wrote
the
like
alien
help
eggs.
backwards, but it looked like hell.
It did not.
Yeah, it did.
That's a little adult.
Yeah, but well, that's what happened, and I was scared. And the guy was like,
how could it look like hell?
I don't know, but it did.
The pee is
I
just
just
like,
loved the shit that we watched when we were kids. Like, just...
This, like, I feel like that would not fly nowadays.
There were just no good
The
messages.
kids would be like, the fuck is this? Like,
There were no good
I
messages.
could go learn more in Minecraft.
Yeah. No, there were no lessons that you
No.
learned in that show.
I loved Are You Afraid of the Dark because sometimes there'd be monsters like alien eggs and like all kinds of cool stuff, and I'd be
That's
like,
not
yeah,
scary.
No, it wasn't scary. I just thought it was cool.
The worst part was any scene with the kids that were around the campfire.
Yeah,
just being
they'd be
like,
what?
oh my god,
I don't
Timmy.
think that's scary.
Oh.
Ollie kickflip, 1995.
I'm gonna go get my flannel shirt.
Racial diversity, kid in a wheelchair at the campfire. And you're like, how did he get up
How,
there?
how does he pee out there?
It's-
Like,
It's a handicap accessible secret hideout.
right?
It's just
yeah.
a lot of.
How did you get here, wheelchair Timmy? Oh, I don't know. The crew dropped me off. I think I'm still mic'd.
It's just like the BK Kids meal where they had
Wheeler?
one of
Oh
each
my god,
kind.
yes. Wait,
Each kind?
wait, his name
Uh,
was
like
this
one
is
of-
so
wait,
offensive.
One of each race and like
I'm sorry,
a
I'm
wheelchair
sorry,
kid.
What was the kid's Wheeler?
The kid's name was Wheeler.
Oh my
and then you
God.
had like
Oh!
BJ Video or what?
Might as well just name one Token.
No, and like the lead guy, the blonde guy with
Yeah,
like
the lead guy and then all his minority friends.
what was his, I swear to God his name was like BJ Video or something.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
There's a dog as well.
Probably named like Fries.
BJ. I think the BK. It was named BK Video.
BJ.
IKEA.
Oh my god. Ugh.
Oh,
think-
that's the next
think
costume
we're-
idea for you guys.
What?
It's like sexy Burger King Kids Club.
Sexy Burger King Kids Club.
That's it. That's it. That's all the time we have today on the podcast. Join us next week where we'll discuss whether or not BK Kids Club
Was racist.
cosplay is racist and whether we're gonna do it. Blackface is always wrong.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
PSA.
The PSA.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you next week.
See you next week. Let the music ride us out. For those of you who dressed up as Dia de los Muertos for Halloween, I learned today on Tumblr that is also culturally insensitive. So don't do that next year. Bye.